Hi everyone and welcome back to my channel. Today I'm sharing with you all a recipe for a chicken pastel, but this pastel has plantain in it. What I did was I omitted the raisins and used plantains to substitute. So you all are going to be in for a treat. I did post a sneak peek on my Instagram and my TikTok. So here is the full recipe. Start in your pot over medium heat and add oil and add your minced meat of choice. Just spread that out into the pot. We want it to start to brown evenly. Now I'm going to season with some all-purpose seasoning, some citrus seasoning. This is my go-to complete seasoning / all-purpose seasoning that I love to use. And of course, all measurements will be listed in the description box. Next, I'm going to go in with some ruku or some annatto. And if you don't have the powder, you can use the liquid. And I'm just going to let this cook in here until the meat is brown and crumbly. The ruku annatto gives it a really lovely color. It is a powder. And if you want to know more about it, feel free to Google it so you can find out as much as you want. Now goes in some minced garlic, chopped scallions, or as we say in Trinidad, sipe, diced onions, green seasoning, a little bit of salt goes in, and cook until the onions are tender. Once it looks like this, allow it to cook for 1 more minute. Make sure there's not too much liquid in there. And then I'll go in with tomato paste, which will give it a beautiful color, and some pimento peppers goes in. I just put in the pimentos first. I didn't want to put it in the beginning of the cooking process because I want to maintain that taste of the pimentos in there, and then in the tomato paste now. Drizzle in some Worcestershire sauce. Just a few dashes, and allow this to cook to weaken up that tomato paste for about 1 minute. Once it cooks out, we'll add in our fine capers or chopped capers and chopped olives. Give this a mix. Allow it to cook for about 2 minutes, and then we'll go in with the star of the show, the plantain. Now everyone knows how to fry plantain, so I already fried the plantain and I'm just adding it in. You're going to cut the plantain into bite-sized pieces, fry it, and when you finish frying it, spread it out so that they don't clump or stick together. And then you're going to mix it in here in your pastel filling. And I promise you all, you will love this. Now it's my first time trying this, and I have to say I was really impressed with how it tasted. And I got the idea last year when I made plantain, and I used the entire plantain instead of pastel flour or promasa flour. It was so delicious. I said this year I had to try it inside with the filling. So I went ahead and washed my leaves, and I'm just passing it over a direct flame just to soften the leaves so that it makes it nice and pliable. And you'll set those aside. Let's make the corn flour mixture. So to my corn flour or masa, I'm adding in some ruku or annatto, salt, some more citrus seasoning or all-purpose or complete seasoning, a piece of butter. This is going to keep it really nice and moist. And now we're going to add in our hot water. Now for 2 cups of promasa or masa, I like using 2.5 cups of water. Make sure your water is hot and mix that. Mix, mix, mix. And if it's too dry, feel free to add some more hot water. Different brands of masa or corn flour would absorb different amounts of water. You see how soft my dough is here? This is what I go for. A really nice soft dough. Because as this sits, it will dry out. So the softer you make it, the better. But you don't want it to be runny soft. Using a little butter, we're going to spread that all over our banana leaves. And 1 scoop of promasa or that flour mixture goes onto the leaf. Lightly oil your hands and then press this out. You don't need a pastel press if you don't have one. Using the palm of your hand works really well, or you can place 2 pieces of the banana leaf and use a plate to press it out. I find using my hand works pretty well, so I use this. You want to open it out nice and thin and then put any amount of filling you like. Remember, if you overfill them, it can burst. So just be aware of that. And then once you put your filling, you're going to fold over the first piece. We're going to make an envelope. And you see how it will release from the banana leaves because we greased the banana leaves. Just take your time when you're doing this. And the next side. And once you've closed it into an envelope, you're going to fold it in the banana leaf. I'm not going to tie this with a twine or foil or anything. I'll show you guys how easy it is to steam. To your pot, add in some water. Add in your steamer basket. And then place your pastels in that basket. And because we're stacking this, we're not boiling it, you don't have to wrap it or tie it. It comes out perfect. And then I'll cover this, and on a low heat, I'm going to steam this for 40 minutes. Usually I steam for 20, but I decided I wanted to steam it a little longer this time, and I went for 40 minutes. When it's done, you want to enjoy it while it's hot. It's the best time to enjoy it. So all you have to do is unwrap and enjoy. Now these can freeze really well. You can wrap them in foil once you finish, steam them and freeze them. I hope you guys give this recipe a try. I'm going to leave the brand of corn flour that I use down in the description. It's a really beautiful, vibrant yellow color and I absolutely love it. So let me cut into this so you guys can see, and you can still see the steam coming off. It's still hot. It's absolutely delicious, and I promise you it will be gone in seconds. That plantain in there is the cherry on top. So I hope you guys try this recipe. Let me know down below what you think. Thank you all so much, and I'll see you in my next video. Have a good one, everyone. Bye.